Hi, my name is alayhaaquarian and I'm a communard. If you've never heard of a communard before, it means someone who lives in a commune or participates in communal activities. In this video, I will be sharing with you about intentional communities, my declaration for the expansion of the movement, and joining me in exploring the possibility of participating in the fun, inspiring, and regenerative intentional community movement. I have lived in shared housing most of my life, and I have a family history of communal living. In the 70s, before my dad met my mom, he lived with the Source family, which was a spiritual community that had a vegetarian restaurant in Hollywood called the Source Restaurant, and they had a psychedelic jam band and all kinds of wild, crazy things. I am standing for a future where we live in and participate with many forms of intentional community. Let's see, where shall we start? In the beginning, there were intentional communities. Ashrams are likely the earliest intentional communities, founded around 1500 BC. Buddhist monasteries appeared around 500 BCE. Pythagoras founded intellectual vegetarian commune in about 525 BCE in southern Italy. Or a definition: an intentional community is a community designed and planned around a social ideal or collective values and interests, often involving shared resources and responsibilities. Then jumping way ahead into the 1960s and 70s, there was the renaissance of intentional communities. That's where communes and the idea that it's just a bunch of leftist hippies came to be associated with the movement. I have visited a couple of these in Italy in 2019 when I attended the Global Eco Village Network conference, and I took their facilitator training. So I have actually been trained to educate about intentional communities. Dom and Her is an incredible, beautiful eco-village. There are many different kinds of intentional communities, spiritual and religious, as we've mentioned, like ashrams and monasteries, also Christian and Jewish and other religions, I'm sure, as well. Student co-ops, co-housing, cooperatives, both residential and business. Landmark Worldwide, being an employee-owned company, qualifies as an intentional community. Look at that. You're already participating with an intentional community, and you might have not even known it. So while I'm speaking about some of the places that I've visited, I'll also mention that I went to a permaculture farm and community in Costa Rica for a retreat called the Metamorphosis Gathering. How appropriate. What is important about living in intentional communities is that it is a way to create and live solutions for many of the challenges that humanity seems to face, such as our environmental impact on the planet, which we are clearly seeing is at the very least beginning to impact the quality of life for many of us. Another massive beneficial impact that intentional communities can have for human beings is the structure for relatedness and connection that they are. There were some studies done in 2020 that say 60% of people say that they're lonely. Could be called a crisis. Or a breakdown. I'm declaring a breakdown. I would like to point out that many communities are healing retreat centers or centers of art and spirituality. So participating in intentional communities is a great structure for turning in the direction of art, spirituality, and community. Before we end this video, I want to make a quick shout out to unintentional communities. They can also be extremely valuable resources and contribute to the quality of our lives and the workability of the planet. This is a possibility that I am giving my life to. So if you are interested or want to find out more, I look forward to meeting you at the conference. Maybe next year we can do a collaborative poster.